What's going on, guys? It's your boy Going for Wins, and man, was that an introduction there to the Master League, man. How different 2 years makes. And when I say 2 years, it's because I have not played Pro Evolution since Pro Evolution 2017, and now I'm back again with 2019. I am so excited to get this Master League started, but that intro was something else for sure. It was the first time I ever seen it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. From that, if you guys didn't already know, those are essentially the licensed teams that Pro Evolution has, I think, exclusively signed for. And I think what that means is I think that some of those leagues are still in FIFA, but I think Pro Evolution has a contract with those to have like the exclusive stadiums, the jerseys, the likenesses of the players, so on and so forth. So even though, PES is lacking in a lot of the leagues, at least it's still nice to see that they do have and are trying to at least, establish themselves and have some sort of contracts with some of the leagues out there. So obviously the big thing for Pro Evolution is that they lost the Champions League license. So, you got to compensate somewhere else. All that extra money that you have floating around, you might as well use it and put it in other places. But anyway, to get this thing started, as you guys already know, it's your boy Going for Wins. We're here back at it again. We're going to be doing a Manchester City Master League career mode. I have been waiting to do this for a long time, as you guys can just kind of see here. This video is going to be about 20 minutes plus longish, probably one of the longer videos. Most of the videos that I record are going to be probably about 18 to 22-ish minutes. So here I'm just kind of going through editing the manager, so instead of having to go through and edit everything, I just kind of skipped ahead, and as you can see, I kind of created myself to get myself in here. So I think what's going to happen now is we're going to jump into a little press conference cutscene, so I will be quiet as the press talk to us. I don't think anything happens, so let's just kind of see what goes on here. But the nice thing about it, actually I won't be quiet, so as they introduced me as the manager. That's really cool, honestly. I think that's a really nice little cutscene, even though it's like 5 seconds. Doesn't really have any bearing to anything. I still think that's cool, that they introduced you as the club manager. It would be nice to see in both PES and FIFA, to where, since I'm a brand new manager and I had to create myself, it would be nice to get offers from teams instead of having to pick my own team from the start. Now, don't get me wrong, I like being able to pick who I want to play with, but there should always be an option too, where I can only coach a certain amount of clubs because I don't have the prestige. I'm a brand new coach. What kind of brand new coach, never coached before, is going to be able to just jump into Manchester City and take over? But like I said, this first beginning video is really going to be about just getting things in place. I will be playing one game here to start off the preseason, but for the most part, a lot of this is just kind of fine-tuning things, getting my formation set together, getting my tactics, getting my starting 11, everything of the sort, just kind of jumped up and ready to go. So nice thing, a lot of this stuff though that I'm really excited for. I'm really excited to get this Master League going. I've been anticipating this for a long time. I've been telling myself that I really need to take YouTube serious in terms of more of a hobby. Like I said, I do like to record and I drop off for a long time. Really, there's no excuse to it. I just sometimes I just don't feel like doing it, to be honest with you. I got a lot going on in life, and so, but I will hope and try my hardest to put content out. So this will be the first of many for sure. So alongside of this, I will be also hosting another Master League career with a team of our choice. So I will be putting a poll out of different teams that I will try to play with in a second Master League, and just kind of have two careers going at once up until FIFA 19 comes out. So I'm very, very excited. From the little bit that I have played PES so far, in terms of I played a couple matches just to kind of get used to the game. It is very different to FIFA for sure. I'm still trying to get used to it. It's just an overall, it's just different. They are definitely two different games. The way they play are definitely different. Even though I changed the controls to FIFA controls, it's still not the same fluidity as FIFA does have. But I'm excited though. I think PES, honestly, is really brought, what in terms of what they are able to produce and what they are able to put out with, how what am I trying to say? Not as much. I don't know. They don't have as obviously they don't have as much as FIFA has out in terms of content and leagues and everything that they can do. But I mean, PES is still there. They're still fighting. They're still trying to put out a product that I think is still good. Because at the end of the day, I still think it's great to have a competition of two games. Because a lot of what I'm seeing nowadays, especially when it comes to sports titles, and I'm a big sports fan, is that you have one side, EA, that just has the license to everything, and then on the other side, everybody else just kind of can't, get into it. So it's kind of unfair, but it is what it is. It's corporations for a reason. But at the end of the day, I still think PES is a pretty solid game, and I'm really interested into actually really playing this and really just having a second game to play, because like I said, FIFA is definitely getting pretty stagnant for me, and I'm just tired of the same thing. But we're going to jump into this first game here in the International Champions Cup, which is also another license that Pro Evolution also owns themselves. So we're going to get started here, and I think our first game is against Athletico Madrid. So it should be a good matchup, I think. One thing I do know is that I did put all the licensed teams in here, at least the ones that are available to me. So a lot of what you're going to see is a lot of the official leagues, official teams, official stadiums, most of them at least. I tried, I think I want to say I got 98% of everything down. I still got to get a couple option files for the German teams, so the Bundesliga isn't in here. But the one thing that I do like about PES is that when option files come out and whenever they do updates in the game, you don't have to worry about starting over from the beginning. So we'll just keep going through this, what we got going on, and as PES rolls out their roster updates, and as I am able to download the new option files, I will just continuously do the same thing. So when the new roster updates comes out and next option file updates comes out, that's when I think I will start the second Master League, and then we will go from there and we will try it out. But yeah, so we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna start this first game off. We're gonna play the preseason, of course, so I can still use these extra practices before we head into the league. I'm gonna put our nice brand new away kits on that I think absolutely fire. Very, very gorgeous, I believe. So I'm very excited to see how this game turns out, how my game turns out, and I think, it should be fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and be quiet, and we are going to kind of just watch the beginning. I might say some things here and there, but for the most part, I just kind of want to show you guys the introductions to the team and just how good PES looks, because to be honest with you, PES looks absolutely amazing in terms of just their presentation. It's just really good. I cannot complain. So here we go. And like I said, Atletico Madrid against Man City, got a lot ahead of us. But like I said, just look at it. We're obviously in the Asian region right now, so we got the Asian referees as our referees for today, and it just looks fantastic. Like if you compare this to FIFA, like I was saying in my live stream, that they both look good for what they do, but PES, I give them the edge because that just their player models look like actual player models. They don't look as cartoony as FIFA does. The fans look more realistic. The banners, everything. Like, just, it looks good. Like, it really does. I can't really stress enough, how good it looks. Now, not all the players look the best, obviously. FIFA does have good, but it's hit or miss for both both games, so FIFA doesn't have all the player faces and PES doesn't have all the player faces. But, I will obviously say that FIFA does have a better presentation when it comes to, like, the Premier League, because obviously they got the Premier League license, they got the La Liga license, now they got the Bundesliga license, and they got the Serie A license. So obviously in that respect, FIFA just absolutely dominates. But I'm just talking about in terms of just the way the player models look, the atmosphere looks amazing, the field looks amazing. Like, it just looks like it looks fantastic. Like, it really does. I do give PES a 2 thumbs up for the way that they bring their graphics package, because it looks good. It really does. And then, like I was just saying, like, the way that this game plays, it is realistic, but at the same time, it just feels different. It is obviously a different game to FIFA. It's a little slower than FIFA, I think. It's easy, kinda. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it is, but it isn't, because there are a lot of games where I played. I think I played maybe 10 just pickup games, and out of the 10 games, I think I lost like 4 or 5. Where in FIFA, normally I don't lose. I'm not gonna say that I don't, but normally against the computer, I just don't lose. So. If you guys saw in the beginning when I was doing the settings and everything, I will be playing on just regular difficulty until I get used to how to play this game. Because the one thing that is still frustrating me is how to juke. Because I can't really play a soccer game if I cannot juke around the player. So I just don't like want to be passing, and not be able to do any trick moves or skill moves or anything like that. So that's still one thing that I'm working on. So I'm doing the little training sessions to kind of figure out how to get the tricks, flips and tricks, the Rabonias and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, first game against Atletico Madrid, who's obviously a formidable side in Spain, really good. Diego Simone, I think is the coach's name, who's also a very good manager as well. I think La Liga is going to be pretty wide open now that Ronaldo is at Juventus. But we'll see. I mean, Barcelona is still going to be good. Real Madrid is still going to be good. Atletico is still going to be good. So you can't never doubt the La Liga. La Liga is still a fantastic league in terms of the competition that they have there. But this could be, this could be Atletico Madrid's year also. So Champions League, the Champions League draw is all said and done. Talk about City. I think we got a good shot. It's us, Shakhtar the next, Lyon, and then Hoffenheim. So I think, on paper, we should comfortably win the league, or win the cup, or win the group rather, and then be able to easily move over to the round of 16, no problem. But the Champions League is never easy. Everybody's there for a reason, so we'll see how it goes. And as we start off the game real quick, 20 minutes into the game, Sergio Aguero, who obviously, who is now City's record leader of goals scored in a season, he's been a fantastic City player, man. There's just not really anything I can say other than, Sergio has definitely come in from Atletico Madrid and has just absolutely just bagged in goals after goals after goals. So I was very happy to see him be able to get a goal there. So as we are up 1-0 on Atletico Madrid 20 minutes into the game. The one thing that I also am noticing in this game that is still kind of the same from PES 2017 is that there's a lot of space in between the forwards and the midfield. So I'm able to dribble through, I'm able to dribble a lot, and so is the computer as well. So I don't know if that's just something that has to be fixed later. I don't know if that's just programmed into the game, but there's just a lot of breakaways where I'm able to just counterattack very quickly or get counterattacked very quickly as well. So again, like I said, this is all adjustment to me, just trying to figure out how to play this game, because yes, this game is difficult in a sense that it's not my traditional soccer game that I would normally play, but I'm excited. So plans for this season or plans for the series rather, is to at least upload once a day, maybe twice when I have extra time during the day. But I will obviously definitely try to get one video out a day. We're just gonna slam through this up until FIFA comes out, and then I will switch gears and I will still upload this game, because this game I'll keep all year. But I will also start a new series on FIFA as well. So we will see how that goes. I don't know if I will use Manchester City in my FIFA 19 career, because I'm using them now, or maybe I will. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I want to do two City careers side by side. So as we jump into the second half, because the first half wasn't really that amazing. A lot of just back and forth, which is also another thing that I'm noticing from PES 17. That same thing. A lot of cherry picking, a lot of just going back and forth, not really too much. I don't know, again, if it's like FIFA where, and I'm sorry if I'm talking too much, but I'm just trying to, fill time or whatever. But I don't know if it's like in FIFA where the reason why I play on World Class in FIFA is because even if I play on Legendary, if I'm Man City but I play like a team from the fourth division, like a Chesterfield or something like that, they still are able to keep up with me. Like I don't. FIFA doesn't understand that I'm a super big team with way better players than Chesterfield, but I still cannot break Chesterfield down. I mean, in some games, yes, I can, but when I play on Legendary, it's just like they stack up the boxes if they feel like they're Juventus. So, that's kind of what I'm saying. And I feel the same way on this game as well. Same thing here, with that goal that Diego Costa scored on us. It's like, I don't know if Pro Evolution understands that I am Manchester City and they are Atletico Madrid. And yes, Atletico Madrid is a great team, but do they play like Atletico Madrid, or is it going to be to a point where I play a lower league team and they play, top-notch soccer? They don't make mistakes and things like that. I don't know if that's scripted. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, or if I'm a complete idiot. Just leave a comment below saying you're just a complete idiot. So we'll see how that goes. But again, like I said, this video, or this episode rather, episode 1 is going to be, fairly longish. Most of my videos, like I was saying, are probably going to be around 18 to 22 minutes. So maybe not as crazy as what it is, but they won't be super long, whatever. And then, like I said, leave comments down below. Let me know how you guys are feeling about, new FIFA. What do you guys think about PES? I know the biggest perception about PES is that nobody plays PES because there is no license to the teams. What are the other reasons why people don't play PES? Because I remember, because I'll be 28 this year, and I remember before PES was PES, I think it used to be International Superstar Soccer, and I used to play that all the time on the Nintendo 64. As Antonio Griezmann scores on us also. So again, just it was a very frustrating game for me because I'm still trying to figure out how to play defense. Because the one thing that FIFA has that PES doesn't have is the jockey system, or at least if they do have a jockey, I don't know how to use it. Whereas in FIFA it's like L2 or left bumper if you're on the Xbox, but I don't know if it's on here as well. But like I was saying, going back to my previous point about Pro Evolution Soccer, yeah, I think before they changed the name to Pro Evo, it used to be International Superstar Soccer, and I used to play that like crazy on the Nintendo 64. That was like my go-to game. That's really what got me into soccer, is like playing those games. I mean, I've always played soccer since I was a young kid, and it's just always been a game that has just been a part of my life forever. So I will always enjoy it. So that's why I'm giving Pro Evolution a chance. Not more so because of the name, but because I am just a soccer fan, and I just really want to give Pro Evo the due diligence to actually, again, chances after chances. Come on, City, we need to score. But I got so many chances in this game, we just cannot put it away. I can't count on how many, how many times we had, and it was just very frustrating that we weren't able to put any goals away. But yeah, like I'm saying, but Pro Evolution, I just wanted to give it a shot and just see, because yes, licenses are always nice and good, and you want the best or whatever. But at the same time, since we are able to edit these files, I don't really see why it's an issue. I mean, I can see why the daunting task of having to do it, and it's not filled out in terms of there's not 4 English leagues and there's not, 2 Spanish leagues and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, like, I really don't care for those smaller teams because I'm just here to play as Man City and dominate. I want to win the Champions League and everything else. So we'll just see how that goes. And it'll be interesting to see about the Champions League, how they do the draw this year in this game, how they do the Europa League. I wonder if it's gone. See, another chance. Just can't put them away. But with the Champions League license being gone, I just want to see what it's going to look like. How different does it? Is it just going to be generic? Is it going to be like FIFA used to be with the Champions Cup and the Euro Cup? Is it going to be worse than that? Is it still going to have a nice presentation? Because PES does have good presentations, like you saw with the manager introduction and press conference. Like, that was really cool. I thought that was awesome. So, we'll just see how that looks as well. And you know, I don't know. I love FIFA. I love FIFA. I will always play FIFA until I don't want to play FIFA anymore. But I just feel like their career mode it needs to step up. It really does. And the addition of Champions League will be cool. Like I'll like it for a little while, but as the year goes on, it's just gonna be pretty useless because I try to play 4 or 5 seasons in a career mode, and once I get to like that third season, fourth season, then I'm just really like, it's just not fun anymore because all their rosters are all jacked up because the transfer market is crazy. The youth squad in FIFA is just absolutely terrible as well. It's not utilized the way that I would like it as we try to get another chance here and we completely fail. But the youth squad in FIFA isn't where it should be. There's just so many features that the older editions of FIFA used to have that have just absolutely been taken out, and it's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking that we as gamers nowadays have had to bow down and submit to these big companies and their microtransactions. Because I'll be the first to say that I don't really play Ultimate Team like that. I understand it and I know why people play it and I know why EA makes Ultimate Team, their their biggest game mode. Obviously, everybody knows because microtransactions. But I still feel like as a company and as people of fans who have always played your game since forever, you still shouldn't leave us career mode guys or any of us out. We should all be able to get a little piece. Your companies are big enough. Your your pockets are deep enough. You should be able to put out super products every single year. So that's just another rant for another day. But that's really what got me into wanting to play Pro Evolution and actually taking Pro Evolution serious these past couple of years. Is that yeah, FIFA is just dropping the ball for the most part. Like it's fun, it's good. I will always play it, but at the same time, it's just like you guys need to do something. So it's unfortunate. But as this game draws to an end, I know I was rambling on about stuff. We unfortunately lose our first preseason game 2-1 to Athletico, but it was a pretty hard fought game. We had chances that we just could not put away. It was and Atletico on the day just happened to be a better team than we were, so it's very unfortunate. But oh well, we will see how we perform in the next game. But as you can see here, you can pause here and see that we have 9 shots, 6 on target, and they were 3 for 3. So what can you do there? So, but look at our passes. That is crazy. We had 147 passes and we completed 130. So we cannot complain. We had a good game. It was a fantastic game, but we just couldn't put away our chances. It's very unfortunate. And I do like our player rankings. Nothing stands out, or nobody stands out to be too bad. Looks like Roma absolutely destroyed Copenhagen. And yeah, so we are third place to start after the first game, which is unfortunate, but it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable that we lost to Atletico Madrid. We should have put our chances away when we had them. I mean, we had 9 shots. We should have been able to bag at least 3 or 4 goals. So that's on us. We'll hit back. We'll get back to the drawing board and we will try to figure out what's next. But we will jump into the second game against Roma in the next episode. I think we will finish the preseason altogether in the next episode. But again, I'm very excited to get this series started. I hope all you guys like and subscribe. Just leave comments down below. And let's just get ready for this Pro Evolution ride, boys. It's going to be a fun time. This is your boy Going for Wins. I'm signing out, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care and have a good afternoon. Peace out.